Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All. So, is it Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, or is it Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright? I think it's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, at least English-wise. But yeah, Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Any? I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. Can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. June 16th, 3:34 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at the weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. Is what the girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother bringing an umbrella today. What nerve calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Dr. Turner Gray. Surgeon. Remind me to never end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Great Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... Quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash crunch, instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice in the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There was rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me! I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it?
I want you to help me prove I'm innocent.
You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right?
No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct?
Maya? Why would he know her name?
You were working under her for a little while.
Well, yes, I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her?
Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if...
Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training.
Yes, I heard. Must be lonely for you.
What? Wait, I'm not.
You must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training.
Huh?
I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about those mystical sorts of things. He's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey.
Is Maya really that famous?
And I've already set up an appointment.
For what?
What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed.
Oh. Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult.
Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit. She gave me one condition before accepting my request.
A condition?
The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said she wouldn't do the channeling without seeing you again.
Me?
And that is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you?
And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. June 19th, 1:25 p.m., Kurain Village. So this is Kurain Village, Maya's hometown. Look at that forehead. Why, hello there. What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly! Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. Not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated. Just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well... Anyway, congratulations. Glad to hear training is going well for you. I'm still a lawyer. Ah, good to see this tarnished badge again. What do you mean by tarnished? Well, look, this badge is like every other. It's bound to lose its color and shine after years and years. But you know, polishing it up once in a while wouldn't be a bad idea. My all-important badge. Ha ha ha, I'm warning you. I'm not the same weak Maya you knew a year ago, Nick. You seem to have a lot of faith in yourself. You'll see soon enough. I think you'll be totally shocked by how good my hamburgers are now. Are you training to be a medium or a cook? Hey, it's my client. Client, huh? You're really serious about your work, aren't you? I thought I'd say it once, just to try it out. Like how you always say my client. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Ha ha ha. Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see. 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids. That's what I thought. Ha ha ha. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Mr. Gray, from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. So this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep. Karain Village. But I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. What do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Faye. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin. Wait, then that means... Is she also, Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, that's not you. My aunt drilled into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious-looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes, for starters. Of course not. Pearly is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Karain Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Huh. Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks. Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. An old-style phone booth. I can't say it fits in with this area too well. My cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows? I may need it later. An old bus stop. It says Karain Village on the signpost. The buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. Its origins are written on a beat-up old sign. Looks like this giant rock is called the Karain Boulder. There's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in. Something like that. Rustic, thatchet-roofed houses where the other villagers live lined in the street. They're nowhere near as large or as nice as the manor in front of me. Kind of odd that I don't see any of the other villagers walking around, though. The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is Fae Manor, the place Maya calls home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. Fae Manor Meditation Room.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. So glad you showed.
Some nice weather we're having today, aren't you happy?
No, not at all. The weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves.
It's like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment.
But anyway, this is a splendid manor.
No argument there. It's hard to believe this is Maya's house, though.
I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you, too.
Guide map added to the court record. Fae Manor guide map, partial. Meditation room, the winding way, the side room, and the channeling chamber. Look, here's my attorney's badge.
Are you trying to compete with me in my profession with this piece of scrap? I'm a surgeon. Compared to you lawyers, I'm practically a saint. Yes, well, don't exactly have any patience right now. And listen good, I'm not the one that made the mistake.
Doctor needs his head examined. Wow, this manor's really nice, don't you think?
Do you honestly think this place is all that impressive? Don't make me laugh.
Huh?
This is the countryside. Land here is dirt cheap. I will have something much greater one day. I will build my own grand mansion. Did you hear me? A grand mansion! This manor will seem like nothing.
Could you keep that shaking fist away from my face? Thanks. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Someone with a lot of skills wrote these 4 Chinese characters with a brush. Oh look, here's a translation. Once in a lifetime. Message is people should value their ghostly meetings as once-in-a-lifetime chances. The door that leads to the channeling chamber, the place where spirits and people meet. The iron in this door was tempered, making it very solid. Looks like there's a strong lock on this door to top it off. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed into it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums should know. Let's see. Here's one in English. It says, 100 ways to save money. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. This room leads out to the winding way. The weather outside looks really nice. What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession.
A signed confession?
Yes, confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop.
Oh, I see. So, how did you hear about Maya Fey?
I heard about her from an acquaintance. Girl studying the occult at the college. Girl introduced me to this village. It's the home of the Korean School of Channeling.
Home, huh?
Miss Maya is the daughter of the Master, I hear.
Master?
Anyway, do you see that door? That's the door where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her?
Channeling chamber. Wow, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights. I guess they're candles. Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I've heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job? When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? Past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. Like my badge. Good sir. Ah. We would like to begin the channeling at 3 o'clock. If you don't mind, good sir, would you mind allowing me to make preparations? Sure. Go ahead. She's a Fae, alright, just as odd as the rest. So why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir! Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So, about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Korean channeling technique.
Okay, then where do you stand?
That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family.
Branch family? What's that?
It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Korean school.
So, how strong are you?
It is a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the Master's.
That's how it is. So today's channeling will be her first?
Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easy to call that person to our world.
Traffic accident, indeed.
The channeling will take place here, in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing.
So this room is the channeling chamber?
The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed.
I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session.
Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here.
Oh.
The secrets of the Korean techniques cannot be seen by just anyone.
That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before.
It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked.
Oh, that's what the lock is for.
Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir.
Pearl?
She is an adorable, angelic young girl.
Oh, that odd...
She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say?
What a cute daughter you have! Ha ha ha!
A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request.
Well, it's not like I had the chance anyway.
I must insist and stress that you not let it occur.
Okay, I get it. This folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. Kurain. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. Some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement.
Good sir, I wonder if you would please not touch the sacred objects. Those objects are being offered to the spirit. If you were to touch them, good sir, they would become cursed. Yes, cursed.
You really didn't have to talk down to me. I'm not that much of an idiot. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels on this flooring. The straw on the flooring feels a bit damp, probably from the humidity in the air. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. There's a giant iron lock where the handle is. It feels like a curtain that separates the normal world from the spirit one. Bay Manor Winding Way. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? Looks a little out of place in a garden like this. It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. Looks like something with a long history.
Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. Looks like there's a room over there, too. Peaceful feeling is emanating from it. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here in tiny villages like this. Every family has to burn their own trash. Splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my interest. Side room. So this is the side room? Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. This is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here I can see the winding ray and the little garden in the courtyard. A small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as storage space. But here it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Brain Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir? Does this mean it's easy to spot bears here? And for them to spot you? Ugh. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Is that someone sleeping in one over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. Probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. Hey, you! Hey, you. Hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. Hang on. Hey, you. Hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Oh, well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright. How you been? Haven't seen you in, what, a year? You are, lot of hair. Lot of hair, was it? Lot of who? Wait, you best not be making fun of my hair now. No, I wasn't making fun. I was complimenting you on your fine hair. I dare say. You're one heartless man, Mr. Wright. It was 'cause of my testimony that your friend got out of being guilty. Looks like you already forgot that. Hold up. You were working with the prosecution at first as one of their witnesses, and came after us as if we were a piece of sirloin steak. Minor details. Stop being so uptight, letting little things get in the way. Name's Hart. Lot of heart. Don't you go forgetting it. Oh yeah, that's it. Now listen here. I'm here to take some pictures today. Gotta get myself a real scoop. Ah, so I guess you're still at it? Being a photographer, I mean? You betcha. Hardest working one out there, I reckon. Didn't say I was gonna make a name for myself as a famous paranormal photographer. Ah, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. Channeling's about to get started. Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on! A lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. This, I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started.
Finally, let's go.
Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry dessert.
Hold on now, Granny.
Granny?
How come we ain't allowed in that room?
Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it?
What? I'm from the heart of the Heartland.
Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the Heartland.
What are you?
This is Kurain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave.
Sorry. Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive.
Now then, let us wait.
Hey now, what was that just now? Came from inside the channeling chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot!
Excuse me?
I've heard that shot before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. But Maya's in there. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're going to break in. What? But there's only one key and the kid's got it. We're going to have to break down the door. Is that all right, Miss Faye?
Yes, but there is one matter, that is...
Don't try to stop me. You could send the repair bill to the Wright & Co. law offices later. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. Dr. Gray.
I was murdered.
Maya?
That man murdered me. So I killed him.
What? Lotta, at a time like this, times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry, before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny. Cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good. Lottie, I saw a genuine, mysterious phenomenon. Seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. I'm a lawyer. Hey, they'll be here soon, right? The police, I mean. I don't reckon you should be getting back to the crime scene now. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, mister? That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Oh, yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya's channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gen with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. Sorta got that same impression myself. He's real controlling. As soon as his nurses or patients don't do what he says, he starts a-hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him. Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's, Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful.
Let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. Huh.
The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Ah, you again. What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. Just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me?
Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Jimshoe?
My name isn't Jimshoe.
Two of them went into the channeling chamber. Guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. Pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? So she's like supposed to be like sleepy and ditzy, right? Ah, that is, um, like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like, the channeling. Channeling? No, actually, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there has been a murder. Um, so, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person. Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like, totally a bummer. Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she could say. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eeny Meeny. Fuck, I forgot that's what her name was. My name is Eeny Meeny. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. Um, I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like, supernatural phenomenon. ESP and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. Pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Look at this badge. Like, I'm really sorry, but I'm not all that smart. So I don't, like, get it. Why does it feel like she's just putting on an act? So what brings you here today? So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. 'Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see. Then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh. I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch? So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that. I, like, totally know nothing. So who was, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long, long time ago, I was like a patient Yeah. Sounds like she's trying to hide something. There's no one here, as usual. Ah! Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she's got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. Um... What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Police are busily running around here and there, and I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything. Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. I'll tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? Hey, pal, no touching without my permission. I'm just looking at it. Yeah, I can't be too careful if a kid like her can be a murder suspect, now can I? I guess if I want to search this room, I'll have to come back here later. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You could ask me more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, right? He was shot in the forehead. But... He was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife. Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, and then he was shot. I'm a lawyer. I'm really busy right now. I can take a look at that later, right? Alright, pal? Didn't even take a glance at it. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta? God, don't let it be me next! Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine! Did you see or notice anything that stuck out to you? Nah. Well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. Huh? What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you? This is just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on? More glamour, less gore? What's up? Oh, yeah! Well, what is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Ah, she did. 2 even. The seance murder. I like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta. Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. Oh, ah, ha, 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 ha. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. Why does it feel like we've been through this before? Oh, dear madam. You have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. What a mess. Can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police, and I don't even see myself getting any sleep tonight. June 20th, 8:02 a.m., Fey Manor Meditation Room. Ugh. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center, ASAP. June 20th, 10:34 a.m., detention center, visitors room. Nick! Nick! Maya! What am I going to do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here, in this detention center. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but you don't have to be nice to me. I understand. This guard monitors the visitor's room. Wonder if he's bored. Not that I can tell, since he never looks over this way. Smile, you're on candid camera. So you're the master or something of the Karain School of Channeling? Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so Maya's body must have been taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell, too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. Guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose. I'm sure. Stop it. Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry. I will. When is the trial? Sounds like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait! This jewel. This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm, and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Slightly translucent. It's small, but it has a deep, profound aura about it. Make sure you show that to Pearly, okay, Nick? I'm sure she'll be a big help to you. Ugh, feels like I've been gone forever, but it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. Poster of the TV action Hero the Steel Samurai. Maya stuck up here right before she left. I wouldn't say that the Steel Samurai and Attorney's Office are a good match, but Maya threatened to curse me with some magic spell, so I guess I can stay. Difficult-looking legal books stand in formidable row. They mock me. Actually, I've neglected them for so long, a layer of dust has started to form. One of these days I should try to build up the courage to read one, I guess. Nah, just wing it. Just keep winging it. It's working. It's my desk. I keep it neat for those rare occasions when I actually have a client in the office. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. It's a memento of my boss, Mia, who passed away. The rest of the room may be in shambles, but I always manage to care for this little fella. There's a giant building just outside the window. The Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. Until recently, it had been a normal business-class hotel. I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? The meditation room nurtures all mediums young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya. I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry dessert. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. She is one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too, while I have the chance. Oh my! What is it? That is Mystic Maya's Magatama. Why do you have this in your possession? I'm sorry. Return it to Mystic Maya at once. Yes, madam. Why does it feel like I was being scolded by my own mother just now? I'll be leaving shortly to be with Mystic Maya. I simply do not have time to look over trivial matters. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me. So I killed him. Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head. To make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique. The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes, when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, the spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday.
Revolt? But how?
When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will, and herself steps aside. Put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir.
But isn't that extremely dangerous?
An experienced medium has little problem controlling his spirit.
But Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling.
And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident.
And that would be...
that folding screen there. It is the Kurain Sacred Writings. Along with the Kurain Sacred Urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... oh, the humanity.
Odd for her to be worried about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how is Pearl today?
Mr. Wright.
Yes?
In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master.
That's very impressive.
Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy, and the pride of the Branch family.
Wow, she's really fired up now.
In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir.
Quit? Quit what? It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. Looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. This is... It's a hole. Could this have been made by a bullet? About 8 inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet hole.
Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave.
Alright. Please tell Maya I said hi.
What was that?
Mystic Maya.
I will tell her.
There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. Hope no one is hiding back there. I guess this is an altar, whatever it is. It feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. And some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. I guess they're being used during the channeling. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. The lock on it is broken because, well, I broke it. Doesn't seem possible, but I managed to break it pretty badly. When we want to do something bad enough, people can do the most amazing things. This is where the medium sits, I guess. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw in the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school?
Oh, hey, like you're that guy from yesterday. The, dentist guy?
No, I'm a lawyer.
That's right. Mr. Smith, Esquire?
That's right. Wait, you're wrong. My name is Wright.
Smith? Right? Well, I got like 3 letters at least.
I don't think she gets the point.
Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at this college, and... you told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry. My bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? If Lotto ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. You left the blanket a mess. Are you going to fold it? Like, I had a really good nap, and like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so like, it's all set for tonight. Plate at the base. Souvenir. Isn't it cute? I, like, totally bought that. Ah, so it's yours, huh? Yeah, so, like, this village is really famous for, like, channeling and bears. Heh, wait, famous for bears? But it's, like, okay. If you ever, like, see a bear, you just play dead, and they, like, leave you alone. Is that right? Yeah, 'cause, like, fighting back is totally of no use. She actually tried to fight one? Now where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. Looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. Mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of chain link costumes still sit at the bottom. So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like, the medium's training, or like, how they inherit their spiritual power. I suppose. This village is the real thing, after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. He sure seems like the carefree type, at least, on the surface. Have you heard about the murder? It's, like, totally scary. She says, with a silly smile plastered on her face. So do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. What about the victim, Dr. Gray? I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too. That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? Yeah, I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long, long time ago. I was like a patient, yeah. Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? Yeah, you surprised me. How are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. Looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Oh yeah, Maya said to give this to you. I'm in trouble now. Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's. Huh? She actually spoke? Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I, worked with Maya. You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from.
I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
What?
So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you?
Technically. But aren't I like 26 at this point? I don't know.
That's what you're going to do, right?
Well, yeah, I will.
Oh, wow. It's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love.
What? Why am I being boiled in a bright red lobster by this little kid?
I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Ah, what a wonderful relationship.
Wait, I mean, things aren't like.
I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can.
Why does it look like her eyes are, like, stretched upward? Do you see this? Do you see, like, her eye, like, weirdly stretched? I don't know. Her eyes just kind of look weird. Pearl, are you friends with Maya?
I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grew up. I really look up to her.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered.
Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad.
Oh, sorry.
But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Where in the world did she get an idea like that?
By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
Yes. For example, I study the Karain technique.
Ah, I get it. No. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer.
Lawyer?
Yep.
Is that related to spirit mediums in any way?
None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
Maya did say Pearl didn't know much about the outside world. So, what's that you've got there, Pearl?
Oh, this? I found it yesterday.
If
you want it, I can give it to you.
Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me.
Hee. You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
She's not one. She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. An old steel key. A green jewel is set in the center of the key's grip.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama?
Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy?
Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful.
What do you mean?
It will let you see people's secrets.
See people's secrets?
Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret.
Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today.
Aw, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter?
What? No! How old do you think I am? How old is Pearl? How old am I? Pearl is 8. I'm 26. And I would have had to have her at 18 exactly, I think. I don't know, because my profile is not here. So I don't know how old I am. Anyway. I wanted to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I, totally don't know him. Ah! What is this?
You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart.
Huh? What?
This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psyche locks, Mr. Nick.
Psyche locks. Huh.
The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it.
Unlock? But how?
Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person, and let's remove the lock.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try.
You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop.
Well, I've got to start somewhere. Give this Psyche Lock thing a try. The victim. Eeny meeny. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is.
I told you. Like, how many times do I, have to repeat myself? If you're, so totally sure, then where's, your proof?
While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him.
What do you mean?
Indirectly. I should try to show that possibility existed, for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Eeny and Dr. Gray. Here is your proof.
What is that?
Ouch. Guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Ow! Thought it was that. Pearls did warn me. If you make a mistake, it'll hurt you, she said. If I don't have enough evidence, I should probably stop. Should take another look at the core record and think one more time. Oops. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're going to be her lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh. I feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. Ahaha, I'm not scary. Honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? A real, genuine pistol. Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous? No, sorry. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. You've got proof? Yeah, pal. And that puffy-haired photographer is going to testify tomorrow. He must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta...
I took some hot pictures earlier.
Huh?
Remember? I took some pictures of the murder scene inside.
Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I had cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets, and boy are those big. It looked really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? Copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. About Maya's trial tomorrow.
I've got two pieces of news for you, pal. Two? Yeah, bad news, even worse news. So, which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. What? Von Karma? Manfred Von Karma? He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec. Didn't Von Karma stand trial and that's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? So, who is this successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a sec. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no. Kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff and is a great place to develop a person's talent. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it. Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and... Hey, it's that news story. The one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. Brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal. This is for you. Alright, thanks. Mimi Miney. Nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic died after falling asleep at the wheel. I'd better shut my mouth. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? Story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney? Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So, you noticed, she was my older sister. Sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps, at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like a total slave driver. My sister was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, like, drove my sis so hard, so, like, that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice? Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psyche lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Mr. Nick.
What's wrong?
I have never left Crane Village.
Really? Wow, that's, pretty amazing.
You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi.
Hey, wait! He ran off. Again. Well, I know Enie's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Huh? Must be Maya.
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix?
That voice. Mia!
Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own.
Mia. She's Maya's oldest sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit.
Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad.
Mia.
You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix.
But...
So, tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again.
I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened.
I see.
Mia, what am I supposed to do?
It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation.
And that is? Tell me, please!
Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client.
You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure?
I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why.
Yes?
Mediums can't have dreams.
They can't?
From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling.
Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground.
But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears, which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time.
Then, what does this mean?
I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up.
A setup?
It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up.
How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on?
If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands.
It is?
Just as it sounds, Phoenix, you already hold the key.
Really?
Come on, show me the key to this case.
The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key that I hold. I'm a lawyer. Mia.
Wow, this badge brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it? I would love to stand with you at the defense's bench one more time.
Mia.
This is Maya's Magatama, isn't it? Why do you have it?
Maya gave it to me, but...
I see. This is something very important to me. Take good care of it, okay?
She's looking at it with a soft look in her eyes. Is that really all you have, Phoenix? Try to show me something that will help. Okay. Okay. Mia, have you seen this key before?
Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that happened in this case.
This key?
Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts.
What does she mean?
I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to the case is. That is enough.
But... How could I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Mia? What?
What's wrong?
That's right. Only I can see the psyche locks. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me, what in the world is going on? Ow. Why was that investigation so damn long? Hang on, how long? Oh my god, it's almost an hour and a half. Well, I guess that means I'm leaving. I'm going to bed. So, yeah, lot of stuff happening. Oy. I remember this case being, like, good. Like, the thing about Justice for All is that the first case sucks. I remember the second case being really good. The third case sucks. And then the fourth case is really good. Fucked up. Anyway. But yeah. I have nothing to add. It's just got to get to that trial part. I will say, the Magatama. Thank fucking God. The Magatama saves the investigations. Forever. The trial is still the main part of the game that you really want to get to. But the Magatama brings that sort of game element to the investigation, and it makes it so much more fun and enjoyable, and makes piecing things together just so much better. Anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you all for watching, especially if you got this far, and stick around, because there's a lot more to come.